Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. I'm so excited for today's video because this is long overdue. By far, one of the most common questions I get asked is, how do you make your Instagram so colorful and how do you edit your photos? So today I'm hoping to answer all of those questions and help you out as best I can. Before we get started, I just want to put a disclaimer out there and say, please don't feel like you need to go to extreme lengths or buy a ton of software editing programs and edit your photos for social media if that's not your jam. I love photography and I've had a photography business for over 10 years now, and this is one of my passions. I love editing photos. I love taking photos. I love meeting new people through photography. And so this is one of my hobbies. It's something I really enjoy and I've invested a lot of time and money into this. So for me, this is really fun. But if you find that this isn't your jam and it's causing more stress than it is fun, please by no means feel like you have to do this to be successful on Instagram or whatever that looks like for you. This is simply just a tool that I've used and something I enjoy, and I want to share the wisdom and the knowledge that I have to help you have a more fun experience with your pictures. So this video is all about how I edit my personal photos for Instagram. So if you go to my Instagram page, you'll notice that it's so colorful. I like my pictures to be really bright and fun, and everywhere I go, I want to help people see the color in life. I use Lightroom to edit all of my images, and what we're going to be talking about today is specific to the Lightroom program. So if you don't have a subscription already to Lightroom, you can get it for just $9.99 a month. It's super affordable and it's a lifesaver. If you are thinking about editing your photos in batches, or if you have a ton of photos you need to edit, this program is going to save your life because you can save these presets like I'm going to show you today and edit a ton of photos at once. Whereas in Photoshop, you'll have to go image by image and it takes so much longer. Lightroom is part of the Adobe Creative Cloud, and it also comes with Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, Dreamweaver, and a ton of other programs. So I think that's like $40 a month, and there's a student discount, but you don't need all of those programs if all you're doing is try to edit your photos. The simple Lightroom subscription for $9.99 a month will be perfect. I've actually created two collections of presets, and these are the presets that I use on pretty much all of my photos. They're so easy, they're so awesome, and they make your colors super bright and super fun. I'll be putting the links to my presets that are on my website in the comments below, so after this video, if you want to purchase those, you can find those links there. Using these presets are so easy. Once you download them from my website, you literally just install them into the program, and all you have to do is click on them and they're applied to your photo and you're pretty much done. So I'm gonna walk through step by step how I edit my photos to show you exactly how it works so that you're not confused, and then we can all go on and live our best lives.
Okay, here we are on NicoleTheNomad.com. If you hear a motor running, it's because my computer is a dinosaur and it can't handle all the cool stuff I'm doing on it. So sorry about that. We're going to click on the shop page, and my presets are the first two products that pop up. So they are really easy to find. They're right here. We've got the Beach Vibes collection and the Pixie Dust collection. I'm working on a few more, so stay tuned for those, but right now these two are the ones that are up. For the sake of this example, I'm just going to use the Pixie Dust collection. So once this comes up, here they are. I'm going to add it to the cart. And then we're going to view the cart. Everything looks good. Okay, proceed to checkout. And here, you're going to enter in all your information and go through with the checkout process. You can either pay with PayPal or your credit and debit card, and then proceed. Once you finish all that, you're going to get a downloadable file in your folder it's a little zip file. It's going to look just like this. And if you double click on that, it's going to open up your folder that contains all of your presets. So now we're going to go into Lightroom and import the presets. We're going to click up here at the top at Lightroom. Then we're going to click on Preferences. Now click Show Lightroom Presets Folder. Here we're going to double click on the folder Lightroom, and then we're going to double click on Develop Presets. Now all you have to do is take your Pixie Dust Presets folder and copy and paste or drag it into your Develop Presets folder. But I already have mine right here, so I'm not going to do it again. But that is how you import your presets. So we're all good there. I'm going to go back into Lightroom. Now click on the Develop tab up here on the top. This is how you edit your photos. And you should see right here on the left that all of your presets have been imported. Yay! This little arrow right here is just a drop-down menu, so if they're not showing up, just open it up like that and all of your presets should pop up. And I have pulled in a couple example pictures for us to use so I can show you exactly how I edit my pictures. This little preview window right here is really handy because you can scroll over your presets and see kind of what it would look like if you were to use that preset. So I do that a couple times, and I think for this one I'm going to use Main Street. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then I come over here on the right and I just make my tweaks and fine-tuning over here, depending on what the photo needs. So I like putting on the shadows a little bit. This is a little bright for me. I shoot my photos in RAW. It's a higher image quality and it allows you to do more in editing when you pull these into Lightroom, but these presets will also work for JPEG images. So this one's actually looking pretty good. There's not a ton I need to do with it because it was taken in good lighting, but one of the things I love here is the color adjustments. You can choose each color individually and adjust them, which is so nice. So I'm going to bring the orange down just a little bit just because there's so much orange in this picture. I have blonde hair, so I like to go on the yellow sometimes and bump up the luminance because it adds a little bit of depth to my hair and it doesn't make it look so, you know, blonde and like the fakey yellow. So that's actually not bad. I think I'm happy with that. Let's go to another one. Okay, this picture looks a little bit darker, so this is a great example. Frontierland is a really good preset for a picture like this. It just instantly brightens it up, gives it some more light. I'm gonna bring out the blacks and shadows even more just to give it a little more oomph. My shorts are really blue right there, so I'm gonna bring that blue down just so that it doesn't look fake. I like my pictures to look as close to real life as possible because my whole goal is to help people see the color in life. So I like to zoom in sometimes, bring up the sharpening, make sure my pictures are crystal clear. Again, that one actually didn't need a ton of work either. That's why these presets are great. I created them specifically for these really colorful, fun Disneyland-y type photos so that when you're editing, you don't really have to do a ton to your pictures. Okay, here's a great example. This picture's okay. It's kind of boring though. It's dark and blob. So we're gonna see if we can find a preset that will take it to the next level. Ooh, we don't like that. Maybe the teacups. That's still a little bright. I think I'm gonna use flows. Yes, oh, much better. It's a little darker, not quite as blown out. I'm gonna bring it down even just a little bit more to bring out some of that detail over here in the house. That looks so much better. Okay, good. And then you can play with the pinks. Maybe bring the pink out of the teacup a little bit. Love that. See if it's in focus. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Now this is a great photo, but it's a little dark. Let's see if we can help it out. I think I'm gonna use, let's use teacups because I'm in a teacup. Oh my gosh. 1,000 times better. Okay, I'm gonna lighten this up even more just because it's such a happy photo. The yellow, see my hair's getting into that a little bit too yellow for me. So I'm bringing that down, bringing up the luminance. There we go, so much better. Another thing I like to do, you don't really see this unless you zoom in, is add some grain. This doesn't have any right now, but we're gonna add a little bit of grain. It gives it a little bit more texture. And it really makes your photos pop. I'm gonna bring out the sharpening just a little bit too. Perfect. Well, I love that. Okay, this one. This photo is a little darker because it was taken right when the sun was going down, so we didn't have as much light, but these presets are great because it will help with that and make it look like there is plenty of light. So the Paradise Pier preset is perfect for this. Look at what that did. Oh my gosh, instant pop. I'm going to show you one more time. Yes, I love that. That helped so much. I'm going to bring out those shadows just a tiny bit and make it pop even more. So one fun thing with these colors, take the blue for example, we could completely shift the hue and go all turquoise if you like that type of look with the beachy vibes, or you could go purple. But I mean, if you go all the way this way, my shorts and some other things start to look not natural. So you have to be a little careful. I personally like the blue, so I'm gonna leave it just like that. And zoom in and make sure it's in focus. Everything is good. Split toning is something that you can do too. This is playing with the highlights and shadows. I don't have any split toning on this picture. That's kind of nice. I mean, you could totally do it. Yeah, depending on what your aesthetic is. But for this picture right now, I'm not going to do it. Sometimes also I enable the profile corrections. This one didn't need it because it was taken in specific settings. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay, let's look at one more. This one again was taken right when the sun was going down, so it's a little darker, and I created the flows preset for these types of photos. And I love this one because it brightens up your photo, but it's still really soft, and it just gives it some nice color, nice highlights. So for this, I want to show you the luminance on the blues. Some people like it to be really bright like that, where it's overexposed. And some people really like to see all parts of the image, like the sky. I personally think that's too much, but I do like the blue and I like seeing a little bit of the cloud. So I'm going to bump the luminance down a tiny bit and just bring out that saturation a little because it's so bright and so fun. This one is great to bring out any turquoise or any pinks, any bright colors that you might have. I'm just going to touch that a little bit, and that is looking good. Okay, let's see our pictures. 1,000 times better. And there it is. And there's that one. So now we're going to click back out into the library tab, and we're going to punch out into the grid. Make sure all the photos you want to export are selected, and then click this big export button right down here. You're going to choose which folder you'd like to send them to, and then you're going to click choose, but I'm not, and then click export. And that is how you edit and export pictures in Lightroom.
And that is how I edit my Instagram photos. I hope this tutorial was helpful. This is the first type of computer tutorial I've done like this. I don't know if you liked it, but if you did and you want to see more things like this, let me know in the comments below, maybe different things on programs that you'd like me to show, because I also am pretty proficient in Photoshop and InDesign. So if there's anything special you want to see, maybe how to edit skin, eyes, colors, any different thing like that. Sometimes I forget all of the things I learned when I was really young, but I'd love to share them with you. So let me know and I can try to make that happen. Before you go to NicoleTheNomad.com, check out my website and join the Do Stuff team. I want you on my team. I've got some really exciting things coming up, and I send out a big newsletter at the end of every month. You just get one email every month with all the highlights, all the updates, all the great recipes, all the hashtag people who do stuff, and so many more awesome things. I'd love to have you on my team, so be sure to check that out and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're awesome. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time.